So they're giving us a bunch of equations, and then they're giving us input-output tables over here, and they want us to mix and match and find out which one is which one. How do we do that? Well, what I would suggest is just trying them out. You know what I mean? Find them out one at a time. So in other words, let's take the first. I would just grab this first guy right here. I'll just bring him over here. And I'll say y equals x cubed. And then I'm going to make an input-output table. Now the input is always x. So when they tell me, so I'm going to take, now notice I'm just going to do what they did. They all start with -2 first. So I'm going to put in -2 and see what I get. The output is y. The input is x, the output is y. So I'm going to go y equals -2 to the third power. I just plugged it in right there. Just plugged in -2 for x right there. So it's -2 to the third power. What does that equal? Well, -2 times -2 times -2, what's that? -8. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, 3 negatives makes negative. So I'm getting out -8. Is that this table? No, they got out of 4. Is it this one? No, they got out of -0.5. Is it this one? They didn't get anything out. Is it this? Where's there an 8? Oh, -8. There it is. There it is. So it's this one. This one is y equals x cubed. See how I figured that out? I only had to plug in one value. That's kind of nice. I just took y equals x cubed, and I just plugged in the very first value, -2, worked it out, got out -8, and said, oh, okay, which one's named this one? So it must be this table right here. That's y equals x cubed. That makes sense how I'm doing that? Let's try the next one. So I'm going to take, what's the next one? It's y equals x. That's easy. And I'm going to put x for my input and output. It's going to be y. Oops, the wrong thing there. There we go. All right, and I'm going to put in -2 because they always start with -2 and see what we get. It's y equals x. So y equals -2. It's the same thing. Y just equals x. So which one has -2, -2? Well, this one right here. This must be y equals x. The -2 right there. So that one's y equals x. There it is. Good deal. In fact, why don't I put these answers on the left? So I'll put it over here. Y equals x cubed. Y equals x. So I have room to work on the right still. All right. Let's keep going. So there's the first two. We go on to number 3. Now y equals over x. We'll do input output. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with -2 because all their tables start with -2. I'm just doing what they did just to match it up. Put in -2. Y is going to equal 1 over -2. If you divide that on your calculator, you'll get -0.5 because it's a half. 0.5 is a half. It's negative a half. So it's -0.5. It's kind of scribbling, so I can do that a little neater. Whoops. -0.5. So which one has -0.5? I think I saw it somewhere right here. So this must be, there's -0.5. Y equals 1 over x. All right, 3 more to go. And then to the next one. So I'm going to put in again -2 because that's what they always put in. And which one am I doing? I forgot. Absolute value of x. So that's easy. Y equals absolute value of x. So y equals absolute value of -2, which is just 2. Oh, wait a minute. I messed up, didn't I? This way back here, -2, -2. It's not this one. This was wrong. This came out 2. This should have been y equals x, right? Because it's comes out -2, -2. Because y equals x, y comes out the same. And then this one here is absolute value. See how it came out +2? See how all these are positive because it's absolute value? Sorry, I messed up there. And then the y equals x. See, that should have been down here for -2. There we go. All right, 2 more. So square root of x on this one. I guess the next one on our list. Square root of x there. All right, and so I'm going to put in -2 like always. Y equals the square root of -2. You can't do that. No, it'll be an error on your calculator. So that explains why they have nothing here. This is this one. Because you can't put a negative, either of those negatives into a square root. This one must be the square root. That's why there's nothing coming out. But when you put in 0, you just get 0, or 1. Square root of 1 is 1. Square root of 4 is 2. Yeah, this is the square root one. That's why you're getting nothing when you put in a negative number. You can't put a negative into a square root. It's imaginary. So they just put no real answer over here. That's why on this one they put the 2 dashes for -2 and -1. You can't do that. All right, and then the last one, there's only one left. Is there only one left? Yeah, it must be this one right here. Must be y is x squared. Yeah, I could do it right here. Input, x input, output y is x squared. And so if I switch the color, if I put in -2, y equals -2 squared, y would be +4. So -2 + 4, that's right, that's y equals x squared. So there we go. So I just took each of those functions on the left, and I just did the first entry in the table. I just made an input-output table. I just plugged in the very top x. That's all I needed to do was -2. Plugged it into the function, found out what y equals, and then went and found the right table to match it up with. There we go.